Oh, am I a user? Immediately.
I don't know.
Ironically, that was the one thing we didn't discuss. Who's gonna start? You can start it.
Okay, okay. We are live on the air with VREnemies. um,
Yeah.
I'm here with Hearts. And
Hello.
yeah, and it's me. I'm Kaidi, and I run a cute little news channel. And
Hmm.
Hearts, just I'm gonna have to edit all of my awkward fuck ups, right? Aren't I?
I say leave them in. We're
Ah,
off to a great start.
ah.
My name is Hearts. I'm this one. I'm the one on this side of the room. Um, and hello.
Yes, yes.
How did we how did we should say how we met. What brought this collaboration into fruition.
Oh, the magic of the Twitter algorithm blessed my feed. One day
Yep.
I just opened Twitter, and
Hmm.
the very first post that was recommended to me was
Hmm.
that wonderful little bit of voice acting you did. You should tell everybody about it.
Oh, is that honestly, what I thought it was I know what you're referring to. I made like I think sometime last week, I just thought I'm gonna complain about a thing that made me sad a while ago, and then it blew up, so I just assumed that that's where I met you from. But yeah, I did. I did. Was it the Godzilla
Yeah,
audio
it was
that
the
you?
Godzilla post.
It was the Godzilla one? Great. That's extremely embarrassing. I think I called it what did I call it? It was like POV. Wait, let me read the title for it. Unless you have it. Do you have it like bookmarked?
I don't have it bookmarked, but I can pull it up real quick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
No, I
no,
think I
it was incredibly flattering. Yes, yes. Twitter just only shows me the absolute best.
Oh yes, okay, I found it. It's called Naughty Boy is jerking off in his Tokyo apartment until it's suddenly obliterated by Godzilla. Oh, and there you are. You're the first comment. Hey.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know what enamored. So you said that it was the first thing you saw today and you're enamored. Negative. What does enamored mean, by the way?
Enamored. It meant that I was like I had stars in my eyes. I thought that it was the funniest, coolest, most interesting thing. Like enamored, like in like
So
a
isn't that
platonic
positive?
sense. Yeah, it's a positive thing. So I was being
Platonic. Are you throwing shade by saying platonic right now?
yeah, yeah, a little bit, just teeny little bit. Yeah, no, enamored is usually used in a romantic sense, but it can be
Hmm.
used platonically, and I meant it in a platonic way. Like I was more intrigued and kind of drawn in just
Yeah.
because it was so funny. Like in general, your voice was great.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
and the acting was it was superb. I was more just it was more along the lines of like, what a fucking idea! This guy's brain is massive. Oh, actually,
Hmm.
what do you prefer to go by?
What do you mean?
Um,
Oh, you mean sorry. I was like hearts. I have no preference. No, I think this is for me. I'm not speaking on the topic of pronouns as a whole, but for me, while I prefer they them, you could use he him or she her or it that. I don't think anything can offend me. I think the only way it could is if you were doing it with the intention of offend. Like if even someone referring to me as they them could still be like offensive if it was done in like a othering way, like if they were doing it ironically, I guess.
that's fair. I'm actually kind of
Yeah.
in the same boat, so I'm fine with
Mm.
whatever. I have no solid preference, so whatever is kind of gut instinct, go for it.
And you so you saw my stupid audio and it uh why? Why? How did you I because that one didn't even really pop off. Did you
Like legitimately, I have no fucking idea. That's just what Twitter fed me on my for you, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's great. That's really. I had a friend ask me too. They were like, they messaged me and they were like, "Oh, it's so awkward that you're posting that because it's so obvious that you're actually masturbating." And I was like, "I'm not. Like when I record my audio, I'm literally I'll either be in the middle of cleaning dishes or I'll be playing a video game and I'm just sitting perfectly still going, "Ah, yeah." Like I'm not doing anything.
Like, okay,
Um,
it's criminally easy to make things sound like sex noises. To the
it
point where
is.
you can do it accidentally, even. So I don't know if the fact they think that it was real. I think that says more about what they were imagining than anything.
It speaks volumes to my ability to capture an imagination.
Ah, yes. I won't let on how to find it, but I have a secret ASMR channel myself.
Oh my
And
God, you were not kidding when you you have a lot of. So what kind of content do you do? Are you doing
well,
normal ASMR or are you
I do scripted
stealing my
ASMR.
vibe?
I do.
Oh, okay.
So I do a lot of story based ones, but I specifically focus a lot on like yandere type beat.
Mm-hmm.
And my most popular audio is I have Hanahaki, and so like every couple of
Okay,
sentences I'm
hang
like
on.
spewing flowers out, so it sounds like I'm choking. And on that video,
Wait.
somebody went through and timestamped every instance where it sounded like I was choking in the
I
comments.
I have to say, wait, there's been so many revelations that like occurred within like the span of like 10 seconds. So you do what? You make what? Yandere kind
Yeah,
of audio?
well, I
Yep.
did. I kind of I've put that project on hiatus. I haven't uploaded in a little while, but I had
Yep.
quite a prolific following. It was kind of silly. But you can only do like so many yandere videos before it kind of gets repetitive. Because like I did like one where it's like a POV, the viewer is murdered, their significant other, and significant other is a yandere, and they claw out of hell to get back to them. And so the video
What?
is undead yandere escapes hell to get back with you kind of shit. I did one where it was like an organ harvester. I did two
Mm-hmm.
different organ harvester audios. I did one where the yandere rescues you from an organ harvester only for you to die of dysentery. Um, like, like I was, it was an interesting time.
That sounds absolutely disgusting. Yeah, you're definitely the Trisha of the when we were setting up like coming up with ideas for it, I said like, "Oh, I really want to do a friend." I kind of like hijacked it and just like immediately was like, "I really want to make this a frenemies kind of parody." And then you messaged me. You're like, "Which one? Who's gonna be the Trisha?" Honestly, I expected me to be more of the Trisha vibes, but I feel like you know so much about like everything that I feel like you'll definitely fit more into that slot than I think I'm too clueless
I
on
don't know.
everything.
I don't know. I feel like we both got different elements of Trisha. That's a negative thing, by the way.
How dare you? How fucking dare you?
Yes, you couldn't see me right now, but I just did like the most massive hair flip.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's Trisha coded. Trisha coded as fuck. That have you watched all of Frenemies? Can we talk about Frenemies for a second?
Yeah, sure, let's talk about Frenemies. I haven't watched all of it, but I've definitely watched a significant portion of it.
You've seen like the canon events then, like all of
Those big moments, yeah.
the big moments, yeah. It I'm so like what's the word? Conflicted because on one hand it was really really funny. And then on the other hand, I get why they needed to stop, but I also wish that they didn't because I was enjoying it and now I'm bored.
We're filling the
Yeah.
void. We're
We
filling the void
are.
they left behind.
I hope so. I hope we can make. I hope we can make some enemies, which probably isn't like a good thing to wish onto yourself. But I hope we can. I hope we can offend someone. Someone get offended. Someone out there get offended by this and have a problem with us.
We just need to have like a really strong opinion about something that's really low stakes. That's usually enough to piss off someone on the internet.
Well, I think, well, speaking of, I remember, so this is before people paid attention. It's only a matter of time before people go back to some of my old tweets. I remember I tweeted this to no one. I just said, um, what did I say? I said, VTubers are so cringe. And I was being ironic because obviously I'm a VTuber. And it got like, it didn't get any likes, but it got thousands of views. And so I think it was like 20 different quote tweets of all of these people that I offended by saying that VTubers are cringe. Which, let's be real, we are. We are cringe. Like,
Yeah, like who knows better than the one that, is it? It takes one to know one. That's the thing.
exactly. I mean, I'm not cringe, though. I'm like the rare exception.
Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, sure, sure. Okay, Godzilla.
Oh yeah, true. I I need to start doing like longer audios that I want to do. Like I want to make them get dumber and dumber. Like I want them to have nothing appealing about them at all and see if they still get bookmarked. That's like a challenge to myself. Someone bookmarked the I did one the other night where it's like your boyfriend is angry with you for waking him up, and it's just me being like, "Shut the fuck up, God! It's 3 a.m." And someone bookmarked that. Like, for what peppers? Like, what do you get out of that?
Authenticity.
Yeah,
POV. You're so you're so touch starved and lonely and lack of relationship. You'll take fake e creature abuse.
true, true. What made? How did you think we would? Or I guess how could you tell that we would have good vibes? I guess. Like what what gave you the fucking nerve to DM me, you freak?
Well, well, after that one post, I followed you, like, in a totally not creepy way. I went and
Hmm.
you posted a few bangers, They didn't pop off like they should have, but they popped
Hmm.
off in my heart, And so I'm like, okay, this guy, this person's got like a great sense of humor. They clearly got something going on. Let's check their Twitch. And I lurked. No, well, I don't even think it's lurking. If it's like the VOD of the stream, I looked.
Yeah.
I post lurked.
You both flirt. Yup.
Yeah, yeah,
Love
yeah.
it.
I peeked into one of your stream VODs, and no, just generally you seemed like we were really chill, And I'm like, all right, I feel like this person is, you know, solid enough and can take enough of a joke that I could probably
Hmm.
bounce off some solid comedy with them. And you know what? Straight up, it was like I think that the nail in the coffin was when I made
The
the
nail in the
connection.
coffin.
You
That's a
know,
bad thing.
the final thing, the thing that really was like they sold it for me was like when I realized,
Okay.
holy shit, I'm all blue and you're all pink. We fucking do the opposite aesthetic match thing.
Yeah. No, I could see that too.
Yeah, yeah, it was just so much, And I'm like, all right, let's DM. And if they don't answer my DM, I'll cry myself to sleep a little bit and then I'll move on.
I for me, once you asked me, I remember it was when I'd just unless you asked me before this, how I remember it is I made my post complaining about like a shitty thing that happened to me like ages ago, and then that for what the fuck ever reason that just blew up like thousands of people responding to it, and then it made me more confident, I guess, in wanting to do collabs. So when you asked me, you were like, "Hey, I want to do a thing and have you as like a co-host." I was like, "Sure." And then like I think it was a week ago, I was part of me was like, "Wait, what if they suck?" Like cuz I hadn't heard or seen your content yet, so I was worried like what did I just agree to? So I was very relieved when I checked out your news stories. I was extremely relieved that you had like good comedic timing and you were funny. Like I was like, what if I just agreed to do this thing and then I check out their content and it's like some guy being like, "Hi, it's me." Like that, because that could have been how it went, you know?
I mean, that's that's pretty true. That's very true. You know, you gotta be careful before jumping into the deep end.
Yeah, I know. I did no
Gosh.
research, and I just literally was like, "Cool, that's good." Are we able to are we oh, maybe we're not. And now I started saying a sentence. Am I allowed you know what? I will talk about it in the perspective of me.
Hmm.
So, I put on an accent because I feel like where I live, it's kind of expected of me to talk as clearly as possible when I'm speaking in English. So I've kind of adopted a fake American accent. I'm not American, and you might be thinking you do not sound American. To me, I do, but that's could be because I suck at accents. But this is
You sound kind of like
no,
from like northern states, if that makes sense, like close to the Canadian border. You
you
definitely
know
do
that.
have that like American vibe.
Okay, great. That makes me happy. I don't know why, but I'm not American. But someone told me today they're like, "Yeah, I hear some North English in your accent." I was like, "I don't even know what the fuck that means. I'm not from Northern England." So, yeah.
Yeah.
But how did you find your VTuber voice?
Well, for this project, I wanted to have something very distinctive, and I was like, okay, well, I'll do my natural tone, but just like comfortably shifted a little bit, and I think
Hmm.
it suits my design very well. But initially, I put on the world's most insanely over the top British accent, and it was painfully fake for the first episode.
Oh, well, now I have to hear that
Oh, it
now.
was so bad. It was so bad to the point where, like, I'm embarrassed enough that I want to delete the video, but the people in my community really, they find it really funny. British Kaede is kind of like a mini meme, so
What do
uh,
you mean?
it's really bad. It's like,
Are you doing it?
oh, should I? Oh,
I mean, you'll only piss off all of England.
yeah, and you know what? That's okay. They kind of have it coming.
They don't count. That's not a real country. Everyone abandoned them for a reason.
Well, you just gotta do your best.
Oh, God. Okay, I see why you didn't want to do that now.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Blimey.
Blimey.
I even put in like the fake fucking British words that aren't real British words. Blimey.
Okay, well, all I'll say is, uh,
I
I have nothing positive. I thought that
I
I could
even said
fake a
like
compliment. I
I
can't.
even said like VTubers like VTuber.
Oh, that's good. That's the correct way to do that. I should
Oh no, it's just it's it was. I go into conniptions whenever I look at the first episode because it's powerfully bad.
Oh, is it still up?
Yeah, I never took it down because there was lots of protesting.
Okay.
All right, if you
Oh,
want to bring
okay.
it up, we can take a peek at it right now.
Oh, okay.
On we
Yeah.
can screen share it on Discord, and
Mm-hmm.
I'll slap it a tiny clip of it in the VOD afterwards.
You'll slap it and bop it in. Got it.
Bop it, twist it, pull it, shout it. Fun party game. just grab it. Ooh, we're up to 43 on YouTube. Gamer.
Yay. Did you just say gamer?
I did.
Why?
I need to
Why
have
did
a
you just
filler.
say gamer randomly?
I need to have a filler word, and that was the one that my brain decided to use.
You could just say or or you could say let me ponder a little.
Let me ponder a little bit.
Oh God, that's Have you seen that clip? Speaking of clips, while you get that up, have you seen the thing of Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese, like the pizza restaurant?
Yeah, so there's this, for some reason, he had a Twitch channel, like the mascot, it was like someone in the mascot suit, and it's literally him playing Fall Guys, but nothing is happening, and he just looks at the camera and goes, Poggers! That's all he says. He just says Poggers for no reason,
That's
and
just
then
me
he
playing
starts
any video game.
whimpering.
Did you just say
But like,
whimpering?
yeah, he starts whimpering because I don't think the guy who said it, I don't think he knows what it meant, and he looks like he's afraid that he just said a slur. Like he's just like poggers, and then he starts going like like crying.
The
It's
forbidden Chuck E. Cheese whimper audio when?
we have to bring it. Okay, play this, and then we have to you have to see this Chuck E. Cheese clip.
Okay, go hunt for that clip. I'll play this, and
Hmm.
I won't apologize.
Oh God.
It's Katie at top of the hour. Today, real caught in crisis. Mofongo boys become Mofongo men. YouTuber agency kicks off
God.
auditions and more. Let's step right into it. Vtubers group Real Core recently
This is not an
closing
accent that human
doors.
beings have.
That's right. Real Core is closing shop. Real Core, operating since 2022,
Radio
is now
co-op.
closing its doors.
What
The
is
way
this?
I overpronounce everything too.
Agency shall be shutting down on the 31st.
Yeah.
Statements have been issued by their talents.
By their What was that? Why did you say it like that? By their talent.
Because I was trying to be British.
Trying to be British or trying to be lobotomized. There is a difference. It's subtle, but it's there.
NSFW.
Oh, I reserve my opinion on this one. Plunge.
YouTuber, this could be your chance. The Allure is opening auditions. Application requirements.
God, I just want to put her out of her misery.
Female have a history of content creation and are willing to participate in NSFW content.
NSFW.
Exciting, as we've never seen something like this successfully.
Oh, look at the
done.
side. It says American Idiot is trending.
Looks very promising.
Oh, now it's Sesame Street.
NSFW creator, give it a shot. For some exciting news, the Mofongo boys have made it official. They're boys.
What is a Mofongo boy?
That's right.
It's a VTuber
It's
group.
official. Mofongo boys official.
Oh, what does that mean?
Now has their own
It's like a
page.
made up name that they have for their friend group.
Ande, Rikame,
Oh God.
and the recently re-debuted Phoenix, who can be seen here, sporting
Ah.
his newest look.
Okay. Mhm. Mhm. Oh God.
Orange. Make sure you don't miss the rest of their debut. Check them out.
Wait,
Kage,
hang on. Pause.
Ame, and Ande.
How come I was never in News Story?
Because I was actually really tempted to slip Godzilla in there. I'm really not gonna lie. But I wanted to play the first few episodes safe just to give a sense of security for the initial people.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I get it. I get it.
I'm gonna lure them in.
Hang on. Let me. I think I get the terribleness of the accent. You've definitely made the right choice by changing it. I need to see you. Hang on. Let me search. Chuck E. Cheese Poggers. Bring this it? Oh, what makes this even better, by the way, before you watch it, he never spoke at any other point in the entire stream, which spanned several hours.
Why? Wow. Why have they done this to us?
For comedy.
Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready. Share me that
Okay, go.
screen.
How do I do that?
You go
Oh,
ahead.
okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Oh wait, but I don't know if you'll. Hang on. Will you hear it?
What you gotta do when you share your screen, go to Applications, and then click
Yup.
that window. Don't share like full screen because full screen doesn't give audio. Applications give audio.
Applications. Oh, okay. Yep. And uh, go live. Okay, can you see
Yes.
this? Okay. Tell me if you can hear it or not.
Yes.
Okay, here we go.
Why is he shaking like that?
Isn't that amazing?
Oh my god.
Ah, God.
That's literally the funny. Oh my god.
He just gets so scared. He's just like, Poggers! And he's like, what did I do?
He
What have I
reminds me of like the
done?
old school Muppets, like old school Kermit the Frog.
Yes, it gives me those vibes.
Yeah.
I get like old school Muppety kind of energy off of that.
You ever
I
see the Tony the Tiger VTuber stream?
Tony the Tiger. What the fuck is Tony the Tiger?
He's a cereal mascot. Furries
I
love
thought you were
him.
about to say he's a serial killer.
I mean, fuck if
He's a
I know.
serial killer.
You know, just quirked up, you know? Tony the Tiger VTuber. So, oh god, and he still has his Twitch up. Okay, god, he has 7.7k followers. I hate that.
Oh,
Just...
don't you mean we love that for him?
No, because I want 7.7k.
But there's plenty to go around. We can all share the 7.7k, did you say?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked.
So it's
Nah.
the Frosted Flakes tiger mascot. And for some fucking reason they were like, oh,
Hey, everybody, it's me, the anthropomorphic tiger, serial mascot, now VTuber,
God.
Tony the Tiger. I'm back. I'm back to hang out with you, the internet.
like this. Yeah, no, when he announced this was going on, like the Kellogg's Twitter was just flooded with like furries talking about how they wanted to suck him off. Also, you want to know what bugs me the most? Besides the milk-cooled PC, is
Yeah.
the fact that his tiger ears have like the headphones on it, and then the headphones have little cat ears on it. Like something about that activates primal rage inside of me.
Yeah, it's kind of like putting a hat on a hat. Like, why would you... Especially if he already has ears. Or are they his ears sticking out, do you think?
I don't know.
Why am I dissecting Tony the Tiger's VTuber model? What has my life came to? Actually, I wanted to ask, so, what can you tell me about VTubing in general? What are your feelings on it? I feel like we should set what we think of the not the art form, because let's be fucking real, but the medium in general.
It's definitely different than it was 3 years ago. I will say that. It's in some ways it's more diverse, and in some ways it's more restrictive. It is kind of how do I put it? It was its own unique kind of interesting thing as a concept at the very beginning because it hadn't been done before in that kind of way. And so its novelty came from its existence. And then with the explosion of VTubers, the novelty wore off, so you actually had to be entertaining to get out there. And then with that, the bar kept raising as to what people found more entertaining. And so VTubing went from being its own little genre to being like the rest of the entertainment industry. VTubers aren't actually unique or special anymore. We are basically identical to any other streamer or content creator, but with the added benefit of being able to slap swan wings and blue hair on.
True. I Yeah, for me, I know almost nothing about it. I just got into VTubing because I'm just bored myself with my own story. I was sick of having to get ready and look presentable on camera. And then I didn't know VTubers, like, I didn't know the concept existed. This was me thinking I was coming up with like my own super creative idea. So I thought like, oh, instead of me using my webcam, I should just like have a drawing of like an anime character instead. And then through that, apparently I wasn't the only person to think to do that because there's such a thing as VTubers. But that's how I found out about it.
I'm curious, what VTubers did you stumble upon to make you realize, ah, shit, I was beat to it?
uh, it wasn't any big ones. I started like scrolling through more streams on Twitch and I saw like just random users doing it. I don't think I don't think I know or watch any big streamers who are VTubers or streamers in general, really, aside from like my friends.
Yeah, that's kind of how it goes, honestly. I'm kind of the same way.
Mm,
For me, my main form of content consumption comes in the form of YouTube videos. Like, I'll watch like endless YouTube videos, but live streams, I feel like it's almost like taxing in a way because you feel like you have to participate a little bit.
hmm.
Or sometimes, like, maybe it's just the person is only entertaining half the time, and so you don't want to be entertained half the time. You want to be entertained the whole time, right?
It can sometimes I feel like swing too far. Like the pendulum can definitely go too far in the other direction though. Like some people feel a sort of pressure to be entertaining the whole time, so they're always like on. And as a viewer, you can get kind of worn out by that, like by someone constantly um just being like blah 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 go go, like when they're at like 110% energy, it can kind of, I don't know,
Yeah, yeah, I get
bug
what you mean.
you.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
That's why, like, collaborative things are kind of nice. I like going to a stream where it's not like maybe a collab of 10 people, but like a collab of 2 people. Because then they don't have to be 100% on. They can just be like bouncing off each other. And
Mm.
so it's not like a constant wear down of one person.
Do you, when you're making stuff, do you prefer recording it live or do you prefer like record, like do you prefer streaming or making stuff off stream?
I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I prefer to do it off stream. But
Same.
because I just feel like I can focus and get things done better.
Hmm.
But I also, I do have like an appreciation and enjoyment, doing it on stream as well. Like, I know that people like watching the process, and so there's
Hmm.
something valuable there. I just know that if I have a tight deadline, then I can't do it on stream because I'm just too busy trying to engage with the audience, or maybe they'll do something that distracts me, or
Hmm.
or they'll activate one of my niche micro interests, and I'll forget about the thing I'm supposed to be working on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a very consistent thing that happens to me.
For me, it's kind of like I do like streaming, but I have a little bit. I get really anxious before and then also during streams. Like before the stream, I'm always kind of nervous of like, are people gonna show up? And then during this stream, I'm like, oh God, am I boring people? Am I being funny enough? Am I keeping the stream interesting? Am I responding to chat enough? So because of that, I can tend to prefer to do stuff like I prefer making YouTube videos. When I make a YouTube video, it's just me writing something, recording it, editing it, and then I'm done with it. I'm no longer like thinking about it once I've put it out there, and it's a much less stressful vibe for me.
I can concur. Yeah, that's. Hmm. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. There's definitely something there. I do like recording my news episodes though on the air though, because the chaotic nature of the headspace I'm in when there's other people
Mm.
watching allows for some good funny moments, and that's why I have such fun little blooper reels at the end. And it just
Mm-hmm.
makes the experience enjoyable for that specifically. But if I'm doing an essay video or doing ASMR or doing art, then yeah, no, it better off stream.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's my amazing contribution.
Yeah, I
I
really
want to
saw
get
that.
back into doing art. Oh, sorry, what?
I just got an interesting set of DMs. Well, by just, I mean
Mm-hmm.
a little bit ago, but like, I just found them again, and I
Mm-hmm.
have to share them with you. I feel like you're going to be, razzle dazzled by what this stranger had to say to me, Coyote Mori, the beautiful, sweet creature that's never done anything wrong.
Oh God, is it terrible?
Oh, it's something.
Let me see. Oh, okay. Oh, damn, I almost read that out loud, so I'm glad I didn't. uh,
You know what I'll do is
what?
I'll say a censored version of it, and on the in post I'll just pop these up there. But basically, these DMs were from a random guy on Twitter whose whole thing, when you check his account, is just like shit talking to VTubers, or very specifically female VTubers, and he'll just say the most
Okay.
rancid shit. And he'll comment on their
Why?
posts. I don't know, just to entertain himself. And every time he gets blocked by one, he takes a screenshot of the block thing, like it's a trophy, and he'll post about it. Anyway, so I don't know how he found me. He never even commented on any of my posts. He just sent these DMs out of nowhere. So, for the crowd, um, every time I make a noise, I'm censoring out the N word.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
your Canada event was your dad leaving you. You look like a hairless ass monkey. You look like you got crippling depression from a YouTube ad. You look like a dried up ballsack. If you don't get your eye show speed, I can't get enough weed looking ass. Bitch, you smell like a ran over animal. If you don't close them legs, I smell the whole damn aquarium. Bitch, you built like the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs. Anyway, so my response, of course, was to laugh. Oh, it's not in the screenshot, but then I sent one message afterwards that I corrected his grammar. Asterisk,
Oh,
your
yeah.
you
Yeah, that's probably
hyphen
the glaring
re.
problem with what
Yeah,
he said was his grammar.
yeah. Then he blocked me. I don't know why. I mean, we were having such a riveting conversation.
Yeah. I don't know why things were going so well. Everything was off to a great start.
I,
Well, he seems like a great guy.
Enemy to
Um,
lovers speedrun.
yeah.
Huh. Yeah, no.
I'm fortunate enough to have literally never had a conversation like that occur at all. So I've got that going for me.
VTubing is interesting because you always get people trying to peel what's behind the persona away, like trying to like hone in on your location, like they've got a tracking beaker, and it's kind of spooky, but I suppose I suppose that the efforts for it are I just as intense for any other personality. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
it just feels different because purposely not putting our faces out there. Whereas people with faces out there, it feels like it's almost expected that that's going to happen. And us having these avatars is like supposed to be a protection for that. I don't know, it's just so weird.
A protection against what?
Like doxing or being like figured out, so to
Oh, see,
speak.
that's my hot take. I'm all for doxing. I'm kidding. You just went like completely silent. Yeah, I think I don't know. I guess because I maybe I'm like misguided in thinking this. I feel like because I don't put where I live. Like every account, my PlayStation account has the wrong country associated with it. My Steam account has the wrong like has a different wrong country linked to it. And so does my Twitter and so does my Twitch. So the odds of anyone being able to dox me, I feel like are pretty slim to none.
Honestly, that's kind of iconic. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I try to be. I mean,
Mm.
I try. I feel like I have that vibe. I definitely am iconic. My, you were saying earlier though. I think we can agree. My tweets pop off lately.
Oh yeah, no, they. I feel like you've got the energy to be the next big thing. We just gotta get you
Yay!
like wiggled into that algorithm system a little bit more. Once people are like
Yeah.
put in front of your shit, they'll eat it up because like it's it's high key incredible. You've got that
Yay!
massive brain. You got those big plays going on.
Yeah, I wanted to do. I'll tell you what my next idea is, and then you can take back everything that you just said. Um, I wanted to get a clip from the game Hogwarts Legacy, and I wanted to like mute it and dub over it. Oh, you know what? This joke is too offensive for me to describe. I'm just not gonna describe it. I can describe the joke without saying it, but I was going to do like pretend that I was like a character's voice saying something like horrifically offensive, and I was gonna tweet it and be like, "Wow, I can't believe that this is in the game," even though it like isn't. But I just wanted to do that to make people angry.
I mean, come on, gaslighting Twitter is it's such a fun pastime.
It
Chronically
is,
online people who can't tell fiction from reality kind of deserve to be a little bit poked around.
and it's so easy to do it to like anime fans.
Oh yeah, no,
They
there's something special about them.
Yeah, they're a sensitive breed. You can say something and they just get really really angry. I remember someone got angry at me because they said like they came into my chat. This was their first message, and I keep in mind I was playing Elden Ring, and their first message was, "Hey, I just want to know what's your favorite episode of Yu Yu Hakusho?" And I was like, "I don't know what that is." And they're like, "It's an anime. How come you've never heard of it?" I was like, "I don't know. I don't what? Why are you angry now? Like why why does me not knowing about a thing make you angry? Like how did we get there
Like
as a society?"
that's what I don't understand about so many people.
Mm,
Here's my position on that kind of thing. If
yep.
somebody doesn't know about a thing that I love, that's actually a really
I
cool,
fucking kill them.
exciting moment. That
What?
because that means that I get to introduce them to a thing that I love and they get to experience it for the first time. I wish I could re-experience the things I love for the first time again because I remember how much I enjoyed them. And so, if anything, if somebody doesn't know what I'm talking about, I see that as a positive because then there's potential for like that excitable conversation down the line when they do check it out and they report back to me how they feel. It like, just I don't know. So it's always so strange to me when people get pressed or elitist because it's just like they're not impressing anyone, they're just embarrassing themselves.
That was the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard.
I tend to have lots of those little moments. It's the
I
spice of life.
It's the spice of life. I no, I agree with that. Uh, to it, I guess, kind of to an extent. There's like sometimes if someone doesn't know about a thing, I get actually this kind of is a good question. Look at me bouncing around. Look at my ADHD ass, just like not picking one topic and talking about it. I want to know what is something that is commonly referred to as being crap that you genuinely like.
Hmm.
Like everyone says that it sucks, but then you're like, I kind of like it. For
Well,
me,
yeah, I want to know what
no,
yours is
you go.
first because I have to think.
Mine's Twilight.
I'm just gonna straight up say it. That is the gayest thing I've heard. Like in the truest sense of like the word. That is the most homosexual thing you could have possibly said to me.
Well, it's because I thought Edward was really hot.
And there it is.
Yeah, that's how I choose whether or not I like something, is if there's a hot guy in it.
You know
And
what?
if
You're
there
very valid
isn't,
for
then I
that.
yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I mean, what else are men gonna do?
I mean,
Have autonomy? Be people of their own? No. Let's be real.
I
They're
think
just sex objects.
men are allowed to be sex objects too. It's 2024. They can be.
Yeah.
Women,
Yeah,
women
we're
have
allowed
had
to.
a century and a half of being objects. I say it's men's turn.
I say we pass the baton. Pass the baton and um objectify men. That's if there's one takeaway from VREnemies that you can get, it's that objectify men, do not view them as people they aren't. Um and yeah, fuck them after asking permission if you can.
If you okay. Uh, I was gonna say pineapple on pizza, but okay, okay. Here's a very serious question. You need to tell me your opinion on this. Are
Okay,
traps gay?
I don't. What is a trap? Like, like putting. What does that even mean? So, like,
Like, oh,
you mean like putting like a net down and like catching a rabbit? No, I don't think
hold
that's gay.
on, hold on. So I'm just gonna pull up examples, but a trap is a term used to describe a male anime character that, for all intents and purposes, looks identical to like any of the female characters in that setting. So much so that people always mistake them for being female. So they are
Hmm.
so visibly female that they are confusing. Thus, they lure straight guys into a trap, when in reality, they're slugging around 12 inches.
12 inches. What is that? Like
Like,
their height?
well, yeah, sure, we'll go that. But, like, this is, like, the most famous trap. Alstafo.
Oh, so that's a guy?
Yeah,
A trap's gay. I don't know, cause I'm not attracted to that.
interesting, interesting.
So it like, I feel like, I feel like it's its own genre of gay where you would have to be straight to find that hot, or at least I feel like a lesbian would find that hot, but a straight guy would also find that hot. I don't think a gay dude would. I mean, I'm sure there exists some gay freak who's into it, but
But
I feel like
maybe,
most commonly, I feel like this would succeed with straight. Oh, that's why it's a trap, because it traps
yeah,
straight people.
yeah,
I get it now. I got there. I got there in
yeah,
the end.
yeah. Yeah, no, it's, like, I know, like, I suppose, like, maybe bisexuals would really like traps? I don't know.
Okay, I get it. Yeah. Is it? It's. I don't know what it is. I actually don't have an answer whether or not it's gay.
Like,
I have nothing.
yeah, because, like, straight up, like, the defining feature of a bunch of traps in anime is that they're not, like, they're not trans. They are identifiable as male and they do identify as men, but they purposely dress up to look feminine and to confuse. Like, that's their whole shtick. So, like.
Bunch of fags. Kidding. Cut that
Just.
out.
Okay, but, like.
Yay, our first slur.
I feel like more than anyone in the world, I feel like you might get the pass on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pink.
Exactly. Everyone
People
knows
don't
that
need
pink
to
people
know.
are allowed to say bad words.
Yeah, they don't need to know. They don't have to know that I'm actually a 42-year-old black woman. I'm not, by the way. I'm not at all.
Well, if you were, we wouldn't know because you're just a pink anime.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of the wonder of it, is you could be anything. There are you know what? This might be a hot take, but my stance on because I saw this spoken about a few weeks ago. I think artists, oh, there's my tummy rumbling. I think artists need to get better at being able to draw a more variety of character looks. Like, I feel like there isn't enough VTubers of color, and I think a lot of that stems from the fact that I guess it's kind of you kind of get to this point because of how anime is. Like, most characters are light skinned, um, and so I think it's our job as artists to start broadening our skill set and, you know, practice drawing braids, practice drawing like, um, what's the word? A fade. Like, get more unique things that you can draw so that you can take on more clients when you're doing commissions. I feel
Mm.
like we need more variety in our images.
I don't see that as a hot take at all. I think that's what's the
Oh, no? Okay, well then I think the opposite of everything you just said.
I no, I think that's like a pretty solid statement and I agree with it. It's as
Hmm.
an artist who is currently trying to expand their repertoire, like I agree. And it's
So
not
why are
even
you racist?
so
No, I'm kidding.
well, I just hate those Irish.
Yeah. Them and what kind of stupid ass country runs out of potatoes?
Like,
Come
oh
on,
my god.
Ireland.
Like,
Get it
come on.
together. Potato famine. Just go to McDonald's.
Like, oh my god.
They
Yes,
sell
no.
potatoes by the handful.
I,
It's
for
not that
one,
hard.
am very racist against redheads.
Is that a race?
I don't think so. It's like a genetic mutation, or so they say.
There's something. There's something going on with them redheads. We gotta.
They sunburn really easy.
I sunburn really easily. Maybe I'm like I don't know. Maybe I'm appropriating redhead culture
Ah,
by turning into a tomato.
how could you, Hearts? How could you?
I know. Do you say tomato or tomato?
I say tomato.
Do you say potato or potato?
I say potato.
I couldn't think of a third one in time. I was like, wait a minute, I can't think of like a punchline to this stupid bit that I'm doing. I want you I wanna see how you'd go with this. How would you read some of my heart's messages of the day?
Like, you want me to do a dramatic reading?
I want you to do a whatever you think the messages of the days call for. Like, I won't stifle your creativity.
That is true. I am quite creative. All right, let's pull up that Twitter of yours. And can I
Mhm.
say I love your PFP? Like, who made it?
It was made by, I want to get this right, because I love it as well. it was made by the user. I'm scrolling through my DMs. Vatrix. Vatrix underscore. At Twitter. That's their URL. VEYTRIX underscore. Um, they're amazing. I want to commission them again, but full honesty, I can't afford them. Like it's weird, cause they've upped their commission rate a lot, but but it it is 100% justified. Like their price, it matches the quality of the stuff that they make. So it's just a matter of me saving up money. Um, because I would love to get them to do a full body reference thing for my model. I will say I draw, so the model that you're looking at on Discord, I draw that profile picture, the one of me slurping up milk between my fingers.
Ah, yes, yes.
Um, I also draw my VTubing model that I make. That's drawn by me as well. Um, but my Twitter profile picture, yeah, that was made by Vatrix.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should like slide me their link in Discord. I'd love to check them out. And I
I will.
found the heart of the day that I want to go over.
Okay, yep.
Okay. They know. Everyone knows you masturbate. Your friends, your family, everyone. You know what's fucked? All of those exact same people also do it too. Gross, right?
Yeah, yeah, I love it. 10 out of 10 delivery.
Thank you,
My,
thank you. I also
I
like the
wanted.
classic where it just says come over and over and over again.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting you to go like, okay, I found it. Come, 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 come. Like that's what I was waiting for. I what I do, you might notice like so I'll post something to Twitter. I try to post something like every 2 to 3 hours just so that I'm like I don't want to become spam, but I also don't want people to forget that they're following me. Um so that's what I try to do. I don't know if it's paying off, but that's what I'm doing.
I mean, hey, because of it, we get such gems as genes. Please don't sleep in them. You're worth so much more than that. Sleep in literally anything else.
I got inspired to do that from there was a VTuber Imamura Cross who wears he had like a viral post where he wears a bunch of jeans and I just it just popped back into my head and I just thought what kind of monster sleeps in jeans?
Yeah, no, that was I felt particularly called out because that day I actually had slept in jeans. It's just
Oh,
like, what the
why?
fuck is this guy in my room? Was
It's like
is this?
sleeping in sandpaper.
Um, I I don't think so. Honestly, I like the texture. It doesn't really like scrape the skin. It's just kind of like it's hard to describe. It's kind of like how
Awful.
some people have like corduroy plushies. Like
Terrible beyond comprehension.
I know I really can't defend this. I know that it's a bit of a crime, but I'm gonna stick with it.
We haven't. You know what we can already say is a testament to ourselves is we made it through a full episode without a toxic meltdown argument.
Huh. Well, I mean, we still have like, we still have like a minute or so left. We could try
True,
really
true.
hard.
I mean, that is usually when it happens, is right at the end of the episode. Ethan and Trisha would explode. We have to see if we can break the pizza curse. We need to do an episode where we both oh, that'll be you know what? I just thought of the second episode. We both order a pizza from Pizza Hut with the same toppings and eat it and talk about like the differences between Japanese Pizza Hut and are you in the States? California,
Canada.
right? Canada. Oh God. Okay, so you order from Canadian Pizza Hut, and we talk about like it was like. Is that not interesting? Maybe that's not interesting.
I
It is
don't
to
know.
me. I'm just looking for an excuse to eat pizza.
I think, like, it's got virtue. We could probably definitely swing that some way. I don't know if there's any Pizza Huts that are nearby, though. I haven't seen Pizza
Make
Huts in
one.
ages. I think make one.
Make a Pizza Hut, and then within the confines of that Pizza Hut, make a pizza.
Hmm. It's gonna be a rough task, but I think I'm up for the challenge. I think I'm up for the
I
challenge.
believe in you. I believe in you.
Thank you, thank you.
So, shall that be the end of episode 1? Do we want like a sign off? Like, how should we close off our episode? Should we tell everyone to go fuck themselves?
No, they'd enjoy that too much.
Should we should we end the video like unsatisfactorily mid sentence?
Yeah, we should just like do that thing where we just like hard cut in the middle of a word.